This your boy, the Packers news. Let's get straight into it. Could Matt LaFleur be hinting to Gute? Cause Matt was on K Adams show, and K Adams talked to him about some players, which he said, "Hey, I wouldn't mind bringing in some good players, cause good players, great players, make the coaches look great." So just like the Aaron situation, Aaron made Matt LaFleur look great. When when things went wrong, Aaron Rodgers had a plan. That's what I mean about bringing in great players. You know, 2026 ain't nobody promised to see 2026. So you really think about it, we are one pass rush away from being a top tier defense. Now, if you want to wait it out to see how LVN develop in training camp and first 5 weeks, I'll probably wait the first 5 weeks till the regular season comes. And then LVN, if LVN don't shows, then Gute needs to get on the phone and make a call for a pass rush. Or is Darius Smith still out there? Drake Jackson still out there? Javon Clowney still out there? So, it's not much out there right now. But when you see a problem, Gute, and you have your head coach to say that he would love to have great players and he will talk to you about it, listen, because when you see how many teams made a certain trade at the trade deadline to help them get them to the championship. Look what happened to Chiefs. They traded for two players, with D Hop and Josh Uche, and guess what? Super Bowl. Eagles. They had traded what? Who they traded for? They had traded for what? Remember they had traded for Darius Slay. And I remember they had traded for. They picked up Zach Bond. Um, Players that can win now and later. Not guys that that's training now and then year 3 later. Right? It makes no sense. Your best players be the later round picks for Cooper, but the later round picks, and also your best work is when you sign your free agents. Think about it: Amos, Darius Smith, Preston Smith. Your best players was Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs from another team. Those was your All Pros and Pro Bowls, whatever. Keep adding pieces to a winning roster. Don't sit here and let something that, if you haven't seen 2 years of progression, you see people, but not a big leap. Not saying LVN could easily been an 9 sack player, and if he had like sacks against good offensive linemen, good tackles, then we won't be talking about pass rush right now. We won't be talking about no LVN's trade and Kenny Clark cuts, and we will be talking about, can they take the next step? Can you get somebody to crack that at least 10 sacks? If he was winning his one-on-ones and he was showing that against the Eagles game that he can dominate a tackle, or he could show in Detroit, Bears, and Vikings that he can just obliterate a tackle. You think people we talking about? We would talk about an LVN 5th-year option pickup, but no, we talk about, can he get it done? Can Gary get? That's what we talk about all offseason. Can these guys step up to the plate? It shouldn't have to be like that. And these are your top. You pay top dollar for Gary, and you pay a very high pick for LVN, and it's frustrating. We should be talking about how can we fix the corner, but we talk about corner situation, pass rush situation. We have to fire this person. That's why I understand. If you get Trey Hendricks, guess what? If he doing well, you making everybody else's job easier. Stop making it hard for players. Stop making it hard for Gary to do all the work. Every Batman have a Robin. You think Spider-Man is by himself? No. He got the Avengers. He got other people around him to help him. Hawk. Okay, certain people be by themselves. Certain people, but see, Hawk have the daughter. You see what I mean? King Kong was a one-man stand, but but every Batman needs a sidekick. Everybody needs a sidekick. Check every top defenses. I guarantee you that reason why they're top tier pass rush because they got a guy that's elite, and they got a second guy that commentary to the first guy. See you on this video. One more thing, Gute needs to stop. Gute needs to stop drafting second round players, first round players, or you can't be drafting an edge as a 13th pick, but loses the battle to Brenton Cox, and you can't. Why would you have a top 15 pick and his best is probably being a rotation. He probably is a rotational player on other teams. Look for that. I'm being honest. Gary probably can start. Kenny probably can start. Wyatt probably can start. But you can't be drafting top tier players that's only rotations. And that was a rotation in college. He was a rotational player for a reason. Understand that. If Elvian pop up, then hey, we don't need to trade Harris. But first 5 weeks, that's all I'm giving. First 5 weeks is pretty tough, so that's what I'm giving. First 5 weeks. If not, then you shut him down, trade him, go trade Hendricks. Go get a pass rusher. Because I can't go in the playoffs, play a top tier team, lose because Lucas Van Ness can't win 1-on-1. And all you gotta do is double the rest of the line. But that's it. Thank you.